pending thing on intellectual property. It's probably the only kind of serious difficulty we have had with the U.S., but the government of President Piñera is working incredibly committed to achieve a solution here, as I would say was never done before in the 7 previous years. A committee of interministerial agencies worked on that. We have a new bill for sending to Congress on the issue of pharmaceutical products. The USTR is recognizing that, although that office kept Chile in the red list of the 301 special report as a country that needs to be to do some amendments on intellectual property, but recognized that the administration of President Piñera is making huge progress on finding a solution. So for finishing these remarks, I'm really happy to be in this position during this remarkable year, and I hope chambers like yours will be every day can continue with an ambitious mind pushing this incredible relationship. Thank you very much.
Negative population growth.
Yes.
First country in the hemisphere.
Yes.
That's both, I think, an indication of development, but also a cause for concern. Now, I compliment you in doing your part with 5 children.
So far, I'm okay with that.
But it strikes me that this is a real structural problem that longer term, I know as an investor in Chile that we are seeing every year greater difficulty in getting labor, cost of labor going up. You have negligible immigration. Is this a problem that is being addressed or being concerned?
Very, very good question, because investors are well informed and probably before the government. The honest answer probably is that it's such a new phenomenon for Chile that we're not addressing it on any policy. 5 years ago, we had 1.9% as a growth rate. Now we have 0. From what I heard from ministers, probably Chile is going to review the immigration policy, which is logical. We already have immigration from Peru and other countries, and that's going to be the door to open, because otherwise we will have trouble on keeping this economic growth. But very good question. Not yet. Probably it requires another year to see the government pushing policies on that side.
Good luck.
Mr. Ambassador, this is not part of your province, I understand perfectly well. But I wanted to ask a little bit about a project that has raised some eyebrows in environmental places, Cedar Basin. And also, as we've had some editorials by the New York Times, et cetera, that have been quite critical. And in Chile, we've had demonstrations, politically motivated probably, but also I think genuinely with environmental concerns, especially about the distribution bonds. Long way to say, what are going to be the next steps for this project if it moves ahead? Because this is a very strange situation. All that was approved was the regional permit to continue considering this. And that was enough to create all this havoc in a way. So where is it going, and what's the timetable? Because I understand there 2017.
Yes. And finished by 2020 something. Very good question. I sent a letter to the editorial board of New York Times. The president asked me to do that. He wrote by himself a couple of paragraphs. Couldn't resist to write that. And the New York Times said, well, we are happy to publish it because it helps the debate. And then they have a very tough requirement of 150 words as a limit thing. So we kept the things that way. The editorial board is now aware of things that probably before didn't know. 2 or 3 ideas on that very good, interesting issue. Minister Colbert left yesterday. He's a Minister of Energy. I stayed with him 2 days, and I learned 2 or 3 things very crucial to us. We have a capacity now, energy capacity of 15,000 megawatts. That's the capacity we have now. In order to continue growing at 6% or 5% in the next 5 years or 6 years, we need to double that energy capacity, another 15,000 megawatts. Otherwise, we cannot sustain that growth. The demand for energy is growing 1% over the GDP all the time. So energy is a good business in terms of. But Chile needs to move on having more energy. A third idea. Only 3% of our matrix is renewable energy. Only 3%. Now, on developed countries, is less than 10%. In the U.S., I read that lower than 4%. So developed countries claims for renewable energy in countries like Chile are not far better than us in terms of renewable energy. For the information that I learned from Goldman, the cost of energy in Chile is already the highest in Latin America. And if we put that cost up, we will be affecting the small and medium businesses. Poor people in a very difficult situation how to pay that. Then, renewable energy, wind, solar, geothermal. Technicians said that it's so expensive today to put those investments in there. And why? Because Goldman worked. His job for 10 years was in the private finance area of a large energy company. He knows perfectly the problem. When you have risk, because the technology and renewable are not that good so far, you need to store the energy, to spend money on storing that energy because it has ups and downs. It's not the case of hydro-generated energy. The risk of that is high, and there's no willing to invest there, so the government needs to subsidize that. And why spending money there where we can have hydro-generated with mitigations to the environment? So that's the debate we now have for having all the elements on the table. Now, on the hydroisen specific case, the institutional framework of how to issue environmental permits, it was amended 2 or 3 years ago completely with a new agency with very stringent requirements for environmental projects. And a permit can be challenged to a higher body, also can be challenged to independent environmental courts that were issued 2009 in a bipartisan support. So we have an institutional framework there, and what the government says is we are not supporting hydroisen nor any specific project. guarantee that our laws are fulfilled. And there's some requirements missing there. We have a free speech, respectful country. Everyone can go there. We have had protests and a huge debate, and I don't think it's political. You're right, probably many parts of the society are participating there. But the government has the duty of providing energy, the duty of making, guaranteeing that the laws are being respected, and manage the situation with kind of realism. The Hidroisen project, final thing I'm going to say, is floating 6,000 hectares out of 24 million hectares, which is the size of the Chilean part of the Patagonia. And the ratio between how much it is floating as compared with the energy it produces is the best in the large hydroelectric projects in Latin America. In Brazil, it was approved 2 weeks ago, a huge project with a much worse ratio of that. So these are elements that are important to put on the debate. The mistake from the companies there, probably the government too, was not addressing that on a reasonably good communication strategy.
Especially, Mr. Minister, Mr. Ambassador, sorry, if you consider that the debate seems to center on the distribution. I mean, Baker and
Yes.
Pascua rivers, you know, and beautiful thing, etc., could pass, but the distribution that
Right.
goes
Very
for 1,400 miles, and apparently it goes through Mapuche lands, forest, preserves, etc., seems to be a problem of image and communications.
Absolutely. It's going to be a huge problem with the distribution line. And as you said, these are things that are going to happen in one or two governments more from now.
Yeah.
Hope they end up.
Or not. Shortage is going to happen. So President Piñera is a very difficult position, but he's taking the hard option, which is now not blocking something that Chile needs in the future.
And also something that was started 10 years ago, the concept under the Lagos administration.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon.
Thank the ambassador on behalf of the chamber. In your final remarks, you mentioned that in your previous happy life, my question is, your present life is not happy?
It's a good question. Let me this is more intimate confession. This position is a beautiful one, challenging one, very glamorous one, you could say. I left my private practice that I enjoy. There's a lot of respect for works like Sherman. I left tennis, I left the music, I left friends, I left everything. And I enjoy serving Chile, but that life was happy.
Well, we want to contribute to make your life happier as we move on in the history of Chile. We are truly, truly grateful to you, Mr. Ambassador. Your briefing, it was most valuable and informative to all of us, I'm sure. So, gratitude